Hi, Rich Caruba. I'm back from bowlingball.com and I want to talk to you about a little article that I posted in Bowlversity section of our site. You might have scrolled by it on your way to find this video. It's called Build Your Bowling Budget. I wrote it because I never read anything about a bowling budget. I've never heard people really talk about it very often. So I thought perhaps I'd give you the notion of a bowling budget to help you plan your competitive season, plan for your year, make sure that you dedicate enough money for the things that you need in bowling, like equipment, practice, your league play, tournament play, travel, food, lodging, whatever you're going to do based upon your routine bowling year. So you can forecast how much money you'll need. I think planning a bowling budget is a sub category of planning your family budget. If most of you are accustomed to making sure you have enough money based on what you bring in each month to survive, to live, you want to make sure that you have enough money put aside for your recreation, your bowling, and possibly for the bowling or recreation of your family members as well. So you want to build your budget. And you can start by doing so by looking at it, let's say, month to month. If you like to budget from the first of the year to the end of the year, each consecutive year, then what you can do is start looking at, you're probably right in the middle of your league season. So you can look at how many leagues you bowl in each week, how much you spend per league, and add that up for the whole month. If you bowl 3 leagues and you're spending $20 a league night each week, that's $60 a week, that's $240 a month, just to show you how it works. Also, you might want to even factor in gasoline or fuel or travel expenses to get to and from the bowling center, because you got to put gas in your car versus staying at home and just watching TV, for example. So make sure that you factor in everything you spend for bowling each month and get a framework of a budget for each month. Now, the months will change or vary because not only during the season, you're going to want to practice. Some months maybe you'll bowl more often practice, or you might go bowl a tournament in between leagues, or you might not practice at all. Whatever it happens to be, whatever your habit was the year before, you want to try to average your budget in for that, so you have the resources to bowl and not deprive yourself of the enjoyment you want and also what you feel you need to do in order to stay competitive. Now when you get to the summer months, some of you don't bowl at all, particularly those of you who live in the cold weather. You like to enjoy the warm summer months, but you might want to get down and practice occasionally or bowl an occasional summer tournament event just to keep your hand in the ball, keep you used to swinging it. Don't let your game get too far away from you so in the fall season you don't struggle early on. And that's always a good idea. So, you want to budget for that too. It depends on your individual needs. Some of you like to bowl a lot of tournaments during the summer. Some of you like to bowl leagues and tournaments. So all those things are important for you to consider, to put money away. Build your own budget. Forecast how much you're going to spend, on your game. You might even travel to the USBC National Tournament. If you're a bowler that goes to the USBC every year, that could be a major expense. And when you start adding it up with the airfare or driving out, what it's going to cost you, motel rooms, lodging, food, personal effects, all the things that you forecast you'll spend money on during that tournament week, you need to factor that in so there's no surprises. Some people save in an envelope method. They just shove money in an envelope every month or every week or whenever they get paid, so they have that money ready to use when it's time. You have to know how many bowling balls you're going to buy, or a new pair of shoes, or accessory items in the pro shop. It's nice to have that money budgeted for you to spend so it doesn't strain your family budget, and you're ready to go. You have the things that you need. And finally, I think it's important to start a spreadsheet. You can do it on your computer. You can do it manually. So everything you spend every week, you can update it daily or weekly or after every time you bowl. When you practice, how much you come back, keep your receipts, because you can probably, if you earn some money and you're paid and you're issued a 1099 from tournament earnings, for example, you can write off all the expenses for leagues and anything else where you compete for prize money. So you might want to check with your accountant on that. Keep some detailed records of it. Sometimes the real power is in the details. It gives you personal power to know where you're at financially, how much you spend, what your project costs you, and so on. And you might even have some fun doing it. This is just a notion I'm suggesting. You don't have to do it. You can live the way you want to live and do what you want to do, of course. But I think establishing a bowling budget, much like a pro does when he has to fund his project for bowling on the pro tour and bowling other tournaments during the course of the year, you're right, he enters into a contract essentially with himself or with a series of sponsors. Well, you can do the same thing. Treat your budget as your own personal contract and try to make sure that you fulfill the needs of your contract. Okay? Just some ideas for you. I hope it helps, and I wish you well. Thank you.